Following program is rated TVMA for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
You're ready.
All right. Hey guys, it's Shiloh Borden with Bad Company MMA. I'm hoping you all enjoy this show on the Groove Zone. Check it out.
Rock and roll. Just like a rock star, man. Cool.
Yo, what's going down? It's your boy DubFX. I am doing a show called Hook, Line, and Thinker with DJ D Phoenix on Neo Retro FM, so tune into that. Peace.
Pretty fast. You don't stop to look around once in a while. You could miss it. You could miss it.
We're all lined up all right. Hero protagonist whenever you're ready.
Okay. You are watching the Groove Zone's Hook, Line, and Thinker, a podcast with your host, DJ D Phoenix, with Gabriel and DJ Fury and Celeste, and myself, Hero Protagonist, on our YouTube channel or listening on X Vibe Radio. You can also find us on Facebook.
Rock and roll.
Was habt ihr aus ihr gemacht? Sieht ihn an, wie liegt. Dieser Hass. Diese Wut. Wo ist er?
Okay. Little disturbing.
Holy Moses.
Okay, the reason why I wanted to show that though is that okay, yes, and that might not have been carnival after all, because I don't know if you noticed or not, but their breath was you could see their breath. So I don't think it's that cold this time of year down in Brazil, but I could be wrong. The reason why I wanted to show this one though is, and it said it on the font on there, it's in our face. Yeah. And it makes me wonder, it's like the Krampus celebrations over in Europe around the holidays. Hey kids, let's go watch this really cool thing that's all demonic, and you know, it's a great family event.
Well, you guys, we were watching the music awards with Sam and the first transgender who won the award. That was basically a satanic ritual, and it happens a lot in concert.
Look at CERN, the opening of CERN.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing, it's entirely based around that deity. I forget what its name is.
Shiva.
Right.
Shiva, right?
Yeah.
God of
And
destruction.
it's full on ritualistic. Full on.
But with the scientific bent though.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that's how they've coded it anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, it's there, and there again, like I said, the reason why I wanted to show us that one is because of the fact that it's like some of this stuff, as wild and trippy as it is, it's like if they present it in that way, because you know that was a guy in a costume, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But what is behind the intent? It can't be anything but demonic. When if I know that I'm going to dress up as this, and this is the stage that we've set, and we're going to have these people watching it, this is what we want to relay to them.
Well, Carnival is about it's almost a Halloween based event anyway. And I mean, what's Halloween? It's
Right.
Right.
Well, now that you bring that up, though, and I don't think that I got any more of the video footage of that, but like I said, I've seen quite a bit recently. Several different sources recording different parts of the parade and the festival. There was this one float that was Satan himself, and this beast is massive as he's going down the parade line, and people are taking their pictures, you know, and the audience is cheering and stuff. And I thought,
Wild.
do they even know? Do they have any clue as to, you know, maybe they're taking it as a form of fantasy or make believe or whatever. And it's like, this is straight on worship. Now, the interesting part about that, though, is that after this parade that I'm talking about was over with, there was this massive cloud bank that came in over Brazil. What's the capital of Brazil?
oh shit.
Rio? Is it Rio?
Yes, I
Yeah,
think that's what it was. This thing was red and black and as thick and as dark as it could be. And like I said, this was shortly after the parade was over. And you see the cityscape with this massive cloud coming in. It created so much damage after the parade was over with. There was flooding going on. Cars were being turned over. People were running for their lives. That shows me the hand of God. You want to celebrate this? You want to lift him up? I'm going to show you who's boss, and I'm going to show you my own. I'm going to show you my own.
And you know, when the Antichrist does present himself, everybody thinks it's going to be, or well, we'll see, when Satan basically presents himself, however he's going to do it, it's not going to be as a dude holding a pitchfork, evil and out for destruction and death. It's going to be somebody who's here. They're going to fix problems. They're going to offer solutions. They're going to bring things to a serene close. And people are going to say to themselves, you know, if that is the bad guy, what's so bad about what he's done? Look what he's done. But the whole point about it is it's done under false intention. It's done behind a lie. You know?
He's going to be inspirational. He's going to be mesmerizing. He's
charismatic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's going to be the type of person that is basically going to be able to captivate the entire planet.
And since they're prepping us for the whole alien thing, you know, we're being, what do you call it when somebody preps for something all your life? It's called being groomed. Since we're being groomed towards the alien, I believe that it's going to be, he's going to present himself under the guise of an alien, an entity from another, wherever.
Star system.
And that's how he can snap his fingers and lightning falls, and he can do this and that happens, and with higher knowledge. So that's, people need to remember.
The Vatican has been prepping for an alien messiah.
Yeah, the Vatican. I'm sorry if anybody's Catholic here, but the Vatican, I can tell you 20 different things why they're not cool at all.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, and
that's a whole other can of worms.
I was going to say that could be a total series all on its own.
Totally.
But they are, though, prepping for some type of extraterrestrial messiah.
Well, they have the Lucifer that,
yes.
The mega starscope,
strongest one on the planet,
strongest one named Lucifer, and that is the Vatican's.
And it's watching Nibiru, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then Nibiru is supposed to be getting closer and closer. You hear a little bit about it, then you don't hear shit. Then you hear more about it, you know, and it's like it's almost like, shut up, you know. If there's a planet moving towards us, I want to know about it. I got to duck and cover, you know.
Well, okay, like you said last time, we know the end, and when God's ready to destroy the heavens and the earth and recreate the new heaven and the new earth, he is not going to let us, any little peon humans, be responsible for that stuff. So if he wants to use another planet or a thing because he made all of it in the first place, huzzah.
It's his to play with. These are his Lincoln logs.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop to look around once in a while. You could miss it.
Okay, I hope you guys can see this.
Yep.
Can you see that? Or the beginning of it anyway?
Make it bigger. Maximize it.
Yeah, I'll maximize it. Let me pull it over here. There we go. And I'll start it over too. Okay, let me stop it. This is a short one. It's only 19 seconds long. So let me just preface this by saying that I realize that a lot of what happens around the world isn't covered by media outlets. I get that for whatever reason, whether it's political or there's restrictions on it, whatever. But it would seem to me that if stuff like this was going on, that we would have heard about it or seen it. So let's watch this and tell me what you think. And that's all we get. Would one of you please tell the listeners what it is that we just watched?
We're watching a pyramid, and above it are two big orb lights that are dense, playing in the sky.
Right. Well,
Above-
two
above
right
it.
there.
There's
Oh, they
two,
come
and
out of it.
two more.
Excuse
And it
me.
almost looks like they're coming out of the pyramid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's
that's a
three.
whole, okay, so this section here is a whole different shot, right? It's a different angle, it's closer up.
Right.
That
looked like
this
it came
first
out
bit,
of the
it
top.
looks like they're coming out of the pyramid.
Right.
I wish it
Yeah,
was
it does.
continuous.
This reminds me of something I got.
And for a second, you almost see three back there.
Yes. That on the bottom there, it's almost like there's three and then there's two again.
Right. Okay. What are your observations? What do you think?
Weird.
Real? It so easily could be
Probably, I mean-
photoshopped.
I think that it's just as much possibility that it's likely to be real than it is photoshopped.
Right. There was
Same.
something what's that?
Same. And I'm an Egypt freak. I'm a pyramid freak. I'm also a conspiracy and supernatural freak. And the pyramids, man, they were not made for what us dumb evolved humans think that they were made for.
Oh, right.
Not
They're older than we
humans.
think too.
Yes, they are. And here's my thought. Do you really want it? I don't know if I want to put this out there for everybody.
These are for entertainment purposes only, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. So the pyramids were largely made of granite. Granite has a high quantity of quartz in it. Okay. I don't know if you've ever seen this or done it yourself, but if you take two pieces of quartz and you smack them together, they make light because they're batteries, they're natural batteries, right? And if you compress them or add vibration to quartz, it creates electricity. I think, okay, and hear me out here. Okay, they've never found any scorch marks, torch marks, nothing in any of the pyramids to suggest that they don't know how they lit up the inside.
Right.
And it's darker than dark inside there, obviously.
Oh,
I have a suspicion that the pyramids used to glow naturally.
Really?
Right? And if we knew the resonant frequency of the pyramids, of the granite that it's made of, and you could sing that same frequency, it would vibrate that quartz to make electricity and light. They've also found shafts in the pyramids. One will contain like a zinc kind of substance, and then the other one is like hydrochloric acid. When they combine, they make hydrogen. Okay, so there's a possibility that the pyramids are power plants. That's what I think, and I believe Tesla believed that too.
There's a lot of stuff out there now about it being exactly that they are. They're conductors or whatever that it is. And there again, it just adds to the big heap of mysteries that, I don't know that we'll ever know, but it's definitely it's hard to say. I'm finding myself too being one of the people that believes more and more that the pyramids weren't built by thousands of slaves at a time, but probably more so. And if they did, they were probably still assisted by, more than likely, Nephilim, because of the size of what?
I think sound was involved.
Frequency.
Construction.
Frequency is the
If
key
you
to
get the
everything.
right frequency and you can match that, you can move whatever you want to.
If you match frequency, you pretty much eliminate whatever you're matching. Because
Right.
you know what I mean?
And you know I'm not Biblically, personally, right? But let's talk about the walls of Jericho for a second.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is DJ Triple T. Tune in to Hook, Line, and Thinker every Monday and Sunday. And we got some great content for you. So y'all need to check it out. Only here on the Groove Zone, baby. Let's go.
Hey, everybody. You guys are watching our lovely podcast, Hook, Line, and Thinker, with your hosts, DJ D Phoenix, coming at you from Olympia, DJ Fury, also coming at you from Olympia, and me, DJ Ducky, coming at you from Seattle. How you doing out there?
Hi. Good. All right, guys, we're back. You are watching the final or the finale of Hook, Line, and Thinker, a podcast. Our 5th anniversary celebration is this month, and we are calling it a day, but it's all good. So we've gotten a chance to hear from a couple of the other people on the panel. And with me right now, I've got one of our long-term people, one of my favorites, DJ Dizzy Scribbles.
Greetings.
And greetings to you. Dizzy, I think it's been probably close to 4 years, maybe, off and on, that you've been part of this.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, about 4 years. Yeah,
I'm
maybe
pretty sure.
longer.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, 5 years ago is when Dub Effects and I started the thing. So
Right.
I think you were all that far behind that. So happy anniversary, baby.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
Gosh, it went by quick. So just out of curiosity for the audience that's watching and listening to us today, what are some of your observations about the podcast? Like, what were some of either your favorite memories, or whatever? What are you coming out of it with?
Well, honestly, I always thought that you asked really good questions. To like a lot of your guests, especially some of your more famous type guests and stuff. You did a really good job interviewing them.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Gretchen always thought you did a good job too. She couldn't be here right now, but she sends her regards.
Hi for us. Yeah.
And then also I always enjoyed Oz's feedback and his input on things. Like he always seemed to have something meaningful to bring to the table,
Right.
It's hard for me to single out one particular memory. I just know that you always seem to ask the right questions, and I really always enjoyed what Oz had to say, and like Diggler too. He always had a lot of meaningful stuff to bring to the table.
Oh yeah. Well, so did you though. I mean, you always have brought a different perspective and a lot of information that I wasn't aware of to the table, and I always appreciate that, because I'm one of those ones that when they say to put it out in layman's terms,
Right.
I think I'm a layman. Yeah,
Right.
I'm not sure. And what you were saying too about some of the things, or you can't really single stuff out. The cool thing is that you were able to go out on the excursions with us.
Yes.
So that was fun. Yeah.
That was-
And we were going to do another one here in the pretty near future, but I'll have to cut this part out of it. Hero has already approached me to let me know that he wants us to do another podcast. He wants to start one up with me. So
Nice.
if you are interested, I would love to include you in that when the time comes.
I would like that.
I just told him, okay, cool. I just told him I need a little bit of space between this last one and before I do another one.
Right.
Okay, so I'll edit all that out. So one of the things that I know, actually, I think one of my favorite things that you brought to the table was your footage of the your little visitor out in the backyard.
Oh, right. Yes.
Right. That we still don't to this day know exactly what that thing was.
I know, huh?
Yeah. For the listeners in the audience, actually, Dizzy showed us here the first time a couple years ago, or almost a couple years ago, some footage that his security cam, isn't that what it was? Out on the backside of their place, picked up in their backyard, and it's not a moth, it's not an insect, it's like a little dancing fairy.
Yeah.
Is the only way I know how to describe it.
Right. Yeah. I have this book on fairies. It's like an information book, like not like a child's book or whatever. And the closest description I can.
What up? It's Planet, and you're listening to the Groove Zone.
I really need to invest in some fireworks sounds. I think it won't be quite.
We want to use our mouth sound effects if you want. You can use those. Royalty free.
Can we use it? Okay, I'll just those ones then. Always. Actually, that's a bad idea.
Exception, like there's so many less people that do that that it's almost abnormal. And if they can't find that in more places, then it's pretty indicative of how society is, which is that there isn't an awful lot of like one-on-one or face-to-face maybe happening as much anymore. I don't know. Maybe it depends on the household. I suppose it does. Sponge, what do you think about that?
I've watched people hang out together and text, like sitting next to each other, text each
Right.
other. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guilty of that?
what's that?
Are you guilty of that?
No, it was my stepdaughter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sitting down, she's got her friend with her, and they're sitting there texting each other and laughing and giggling, and it's like, what the hell is going on? And so, yeah, that's normal.
Right. Okay. Hey, and I can edit this out, but before I forget, it's the 12th or the 13th of October for Lena Lovett. Okay.
October 12th, yeah.
Is April up for it?
Sorry?
Is April up for it?
I didn't know if it was set in stone yet, so I'll check
Yeah.
it out tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we interviewed Lena Lovett the other day. Do you remember her?
Who?
Lena Lovett. I was telling Mama Hart that's.
Yes.
Yeah, Mama Hart, do you remember her?
Oh.
You're mumbling ish, so I
Do you remember who Lena Lovett was? Or is?
Is
Lena Lovett.
an actress.
No, singer.
Singer.
Well, in the industry.
Yeah.
Is she going to be on board at your place?
We did an interview with her yesterday, day before yesterday.
2 days ago.
Yeah, and then she's going to be coming in concert. We're supposed to get to meet her in person.
Oh, nice.
So we're really excited.
Yeah.
So it's Lena Lovett, Nina Hagen, female punk vocal.
Well, you might remember them. Listen, because I think there is something going on with the audio. Let's go ahead and cut this short.
All right.
Okay. All right. You guys too. Does anybody want to do an outro for me for the last time?
I'd like to.
Go for it.
All right. You've been listening to Hook, Line, and Thinker. This is Sponge, a.k.a. Chocolate Thunder, here with DJ D Phoenix and Mama Hart.
Okay. Hi, this is Robin Taylor Firth, and you're watching The Groove Zone, Olympia, Washington.
Rock and roll.
Right, here we go. Hi, this is Marco Peroni, and you're listening and watching The Groove Zone, Olympia, Washington.
Rock and roll. luck a few minutes ago, and I'm going to ask you guys an ethereal question. Although Ty, I think I've asked you before. I think I have asked you before, maybe not. John, I'm going to ask you something, and I want a straight up answer, buddy. Have you ever looked up in the sky before and seen something that you can't quite explain?
No, I don't pay attention very well.
I wish you would ask.
No, you get the same question.
No, I honestly couldn't say that I have.
That's okay.
But
You could say.
Alrighty then.
All you.
Yo, this is Dub FX, and you're listening to X Vibe Radio.
Rock and roll. Oh my gosh.
Go on.
Wow, did I just had a deja vu? Because I'm pretty sure we've been here. Okay, so maybe if you've heard.
Okay, well, hey, listen. Deja vu is good because it means you're on the right path.
Really? Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you've been there before and you've done it before.
Isn't there somewhere like a U-turn sign up ahead though that says like you can turn around now? You gotta turn around right now before you make that next bad decision. Not that I ever did.
No, I think when it comes along, it just lets you know that you're on the right path. You know what I mean?
Okay, I like that. And I will.
That's the way I interpret it as well. Because funny enough, I had it 3 times Friday, and I haven't had it probably for 2 years.
Way.
Yeah, and it was with somebody that I haven't seen for 16 years that I was sat in her living room having a coffee with, and it's like, oh my God, there it is. Wow, good. At least I know I'm on the right path.
3.
Yeah, 3 in a day. Yeah, 3 separate ones. Yeah, which is really cool. Like,
I think that's really, yeah, but honestly though, man, I think that's really rare.
Very, very. That's the first time I've ever had that. But I used to know when it was coming as well. I would be aware and be like, all right, any second now I'm going to get, and it's going to be, you know what I mean?
Really?
So, but yeah, to have 3 in a day where it's proper.
I'll bet, because when you have a deja vu, that's kind of what you do. You're like, wow, you know, whatever that it was, it's just like, okay, you know, I know that I've been here before.
Sometimes they're tiny, and sometimes they can be an entire sentence worth of time. You know what I mean? They could be, you know, a split second or 3 to 4 seconds. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a good long one too. It was a good, like, enough time for me to go, wow, this is wild.
I'll bet. And 16 years since you had been around the person.
Yeah, long time. Yeah, long time.
Oh.
You used to work together, yeah.
That's 105 in dog years.
It's a long time.
It's a long time.
Hi, everybody. This is Ivan from Men Without Hats, and you're listening to X Vibe Radio with DJ D Phoenix.
My favorite part of the sound effects that happen always afterwards. Rock and
think of from the book that there is a dancing gnome.
Really?
Yeah, I mean that's
Okay.
that's if you were to read through the book and because it talks about fairies and gnomes and all these other types of like little creatures like that, and that fits the description. But I could be wrong, you know.
Right.
I've seen identical footage like mine on another like YouTube like show that had like you know like cryptids and all that stuff, you know, and like paranormal stuff. And I've seen some footage that was identical to mine. So they're out.
Really?
They're out there. Whatever that thing that was in my backyard, they're out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever either checked your cam footage ever since again, or have you ever seen any? Like, has there ever been a reoccurrence?
There has been some reoccurrences. But we got rid of that camera because it was starting to like do like the internet streaming wasn't like it was failing at times. So I ended up doing away with that camera. But infrared, it had really good infrared, and that just seemed to pick up really well on it. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wild. Yeah, that I'd say probably out of the past few years, that was probably one of the my favorite things that you got a chance to show us. It was fun though, and I've been enjoying getting a chance to mull over some of these old shows. You like I was saying before, you know, you really brought a new perspective to the show, and that was one of the things I like because you're really well read in areas that I'm not.
Right.
So yeah, and I always appreciate that because then that way it doesn't come across so laymanish.
Sure. Well, I've been studying up on the occult and paranormal stuff since about 2006 or 7, I'd say.
Okay.
So I've got quite a bit of information under my belt, you know. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, and who would have ever thought that it would have come in handy someday?
Right.
You know? Along comes this podcast, and you were a perfect fit. So, because we've only got a couple of minutes left, I want to. Are there anything that you would like to tell the audience before we're out of here today? Parting words, anything along those lines?
Well,
this is it.
I just want to say that love conquers all, and that we all need to just love each other, and you know, and if we all loved each other, if the whole world just loved each other and loved thy neighbor and everything, I mean, the forces of evil would be defeated.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's an age-old dilemma because for some reason humans don't get along well with each other.
Right.
Sadly enough. Not to say that may not happen, but speaking of which, did you see where somebody signed a peace treaty here within the last week?
Oh yeah, I heard a little something about that.
Yeah. Well, good thing that there's not a prophetic countdown going on because maybe that's one of the reasons why the show is coming to a close too. But you know what? That's another subject for another day.
Right.
My point being, though, that yes, it would be great if we could all get along. John Lennon passed away too early, I think.
Yes, he did. He sure did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, as much as we would have loved to have seen Gretchen here on our last episode, I've got to say thank you again for putting a few minutes aside with me. I totally appreciate this.
No problem. Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. So don't go anywhere. Diz, do you have anything else to say to anybody real quick?
Just love conquers all, and I can't wait to be a part of the new project.
Cool.
Yeah.
That works for me.
All right.
Guys, don't go anywhere. We are going to be right back after this next.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is DJ Triple T. Tune in to Hook, Line, and Thinker every Monday and Sunday. And we got some great content for you. So y'all need to check it out. Only here on the Groove Zone, baby. Let's go.
We're back, and you are watching and listening to Hook, Line, and Thinker, a podcast here on the Groove Zone Network. And I'm getting a chance to spend the last couple of minutes of the podcast with Oz. Oz, it's been a fun run.
It has been a fun run. It has.
You've been on with us for close to, I'd say, probably 4.5 years.
Right in that neighborhood somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't that long after Dub and I started this thing that you hopped on. And what a fun 4.5 years it's been.
It was ridiculously fun.
Wasn't it? Going out and trampling around
sinfully.
through the woods. One of my favorite parts though was being able to go up and check out the location of where your cousin had seen that that day.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So just out of curiosity, because I've asked everybody else the same thing, any highlights or anything that like come to mind that stand out in your head that you'd like to share with the audience as far as the podcast goes?
Well, just basically the couple of outings that we took. Those obviously stand out a little bit more than other things to me. It is kind of funny. People don't really realize just how dense our foliage is in our forests, and how easily things like this could just dip out of sight completely.
Oh yeah.
And when we took some of our panel up there, they were in awe. They were just like, I can't believe it. This is what I mean. I couldn't believe they'd never been up there.
Yeah, I know. But I think that, and that's kind of a good point though. It's like you have in your mind what you consider the forest to look like and be, and then the reality when you get there and you're like standing in the muck and all that. Yeah, it is. It's a completely different story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because our time is so short, what are your what would you like to let the audience know before we close here in just a minute?
What would I like to let them know? I just don't make up your mind before it's time. Don't be stubborn about your beliefs. Keep an open mind. Keep your eyes open. Keep an open mind. Keep open eyes. And keep your heart open too. There's a lot of stuff going on out there that a lot of people don't know about, and there's a few trying to make people aware. And there's a lot of evidence pointing towards the fact that this stuff does exist.
Oh yeah, and we tried
just as much, if not more, than that denies it. So.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, and we did. We tried. We were kind of the harbingers or the messengers for the last 4.5 years, and tried to bring a lot of stuff to people's attention. So hopefully they picked up on some of it. Well, my friend, thank you again for being part of this. It's been fun.
It has been a blast. It's been a journey.
It has. Thank you. And I'm glad you were part of it.
You drove deep on this stuff, man. You busted your butt all the way through. That's something I know. I don't think you got the credit that you deserve.
Oh, that's still coming one of these days, I'm sure, in the form of a hefty, oversized check. No, not really. No, it was. Yeah, I know. No, it was fun, and I'm glad that we were able to do it. Whether or not there's another podcast down the road or not, it remains to be seen. But who knows? Maybe we'll end up popping back on at some point together. I do know though that Oz Rocks. I know that Oz Rocks is still happening on X Vibe Radio though. So, all right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more panelists right after this. I'm DJ D Phoenix. This is Oz, and you are watching and listening to the Hook, Line, and Thinker podcast here on the Groove Zone Network. Don't go anywhere.
A new world order. Neo Retro FM. Not the law of the jungle governs the conduct of nations.
But we've got this podcast that we do that I started with Dub Effects off of YouTube last year, and it's everything from conspiracy theories to cryptids and that kind of thing.
Oh, so, hey, I'm into that stuff. You got my attention there.
Okay,
yeah.
So now that you said that, then I'm going to start sending you invites because I'd love for you to sit in on an episode with us sometime. Dub Effects actually was my co-host for the first couple of months. Totally awesome stuff. So let me ask. Have you ever looked up in the sky, daytime or nighttime, and seen anything that you couldn't quite explain?
Yeah, without being able to really explain that, to the question, yes, I have for sure.
Okay. Can you give us any details at all? Do you want to go into any detail or?
Well, there's been a couple times when I used to live in Arizona. We lived way out in the desert.
Okay.
Maricopa, the way out there.
Wow. Okay.
I'd look up and there would be what looked like maybe a bright star would move up, move down, move up, move to the side. And I'm just like, what the hell?
Really?
What's this? Yeah.
Wow. Usually like at nighttime or like dusk or?
Nighttime. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I remember in science class ever hearing that stars had a tendency to do that on their own.
Yeah, see, that's what surely puzzled me. I was like, wait.
But prime area though, Arizona, New Mexico, yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I have so much family, and I know so little.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what that was for a second. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. Now, kind of along the same lines, there's this thing that has it hangs out in the forest.
Yeah.
People see him or it, but nobody's ever caught one before. Do you know what direction I'm going?
Oh yeah, Yowie, Sasquatch, Yeti, Bigfoot, Harry.
You got it.
Yeah.
And I know because of where you're located right now, you are actually down in a real strong area for sightings and for evidence.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I do believe, because I've had some very strange things happen to me, even with at one point in my life with my dad, mom, and my grandma. So I definitely for a fact know there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but it's there. I know that.
Okay, now you've got me super intrigued. You've got me totally like, okay, I'm almost white knuckling it right now. Okay, dad, mom, grandma, you, what happened?
So I'm about, maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
This was the first time I'd gone to the Redwoods. I had ended up getting really sick at the Redwoods, so we had to basically leave early.
Okay.
By the time we packed everything up and got ready to go back and hit the road, it was already pretty dark.
Okay.
And all I remember, I was so young. We, we're driving back, and at this point where the incident happened, it was, I think, Wairika or Humboldt County. So, we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing for, however many miles. It's ridge line and trees, and it's scary. And I had to use the bathroom, and I'm crying in my car seat, and I'm having, I gotta go. So it's sketchy out, it's dark. So my mom and grandma, they're like, oh, Joe, that's my dad. They're like, Joe, well, can't we just wait? It's kind of sketchy out here. Let's just keep going. And he's like, no, I got to go to the bathroom too. So he ends up pulling over, gets me out of my car seat. We go to the side of the road. And like I said, there's ridges on both sides.
Okay.
So I'm going to the bathroom. My dad's going, maybe about 10 feet down the way. And all of a sudden from the ridge, something's throwing rocks down at both him and I. Rocks. And there's nothing for miles anywhere both ways. And I didn't really know what to think of it, to be honest. I'm only 4 years old.
Right.
I think the only thing I've ever heard associated with monsters is giants out of the Bible.
Right.
So I didn't even know what to really, I didn't know. And at one point, I kind of brushed it aside. My dad starts screaming. I look up, and sure enough, there's this giant shadowy figure on this ridge. I couldn't see no detail because it was dark, just standing there looking down at us. And he grabbed me so fast, I don't even think I was done peeing. Runs to the car with me, throws me into the car seat, and goes into the driver's seat so fast that he hit his head on the frame of the car. I heard every cuss word in the book as he just gunned it out of there. Yeah. And that's the first time I heard the word Bigfoot used, because my dad, in the panic he was in, he was like, I swear to God, there was a Bigfoot standing right up on the ledge throwing rocks at Bradley and I.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's nuts.
The craziest thing. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
can't
gosh.
explain that one. I can't explain that.
But as a kid, no matter how old you are, when your parent does that,
yeah,
your parent, see, that's just it. And I'm along the same lines of thinking. I come from a family of loggers.
Scraper. When he moves, the whole earth quivers and quakes, and an abyss of horror opens up.
And you can listen to the Hook, Line, and Thinker podcast daily here on X Vibe.
This is Lena Lovitch on X Vibe Radio.
Ooh. Love it. Oh my.
Hey, this is DJ D Phoenix on Hook, Line, and Thinker podcast, the finale.
and we were slated to have Ernest the Lion finally on with us for this last episode. However, he's got some barnyard dilemma that's happening, so he's not going to be able to make it, which is not a problem for us, but we had hoped to bring his story to you guys. So, Ernest, thank you anyway, and here's to a better day ahead. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back after these messages. This is Hook, Line, and Thinker, a podcast on the Groove Zone Network. DJ D Phoenix will be right back.
In prime form that day, obviously. Actually, I was a little bit under the weather the entire time that I was out in Indiana, so that might explain the fun, funky attitude that I had going on there. I don't know. Anyway, so that was actually from, what was that? Late September, I believe. So that's going back just a little ways. So let's do one more.
The next one is from May 23rd. May 23rd. And this is
this year?
Yeah, I don't know where this is. I think this might be in one of the islands, but I'm not sure. And let's get this puppy up here for you.
Strange events are happening all over the world right now.
I mean, they did say it's gonna be thunderstorms, but I don't think that's.
Oh, I didn't know that. Whenever you see thunderstorms, there's always going to be a UFO in the sky.
Yeah,
but look at the sky though. That is the only cloud in the entire sky.
It's just here.
It's just that group right there.
Yeah. Well, there's if you've got hot air and cold air
right
up in the upper atmospheres, that's always going to create thunder and lightning.
Right. Well, and that's what some of the comments on this particular video had said too, is that really all it is right now is an electrical storm. It might look, right. It might look weird or interesting, and it's interesting for sure, but extraterrestrial, they'll probably.
Strange events are happening all over the world right now.
I mean, they did say it's gonna be thunderstorms, but I don't think that's.
Not only that, but it's not. It doesn't look like it's emitting from anything.
Yeah, because there's no clouds. It's just here.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that just looks like that's what happens in the upper atmosphere when cold air meets hot air. That used to happen all the time from like the middle of August to September in Las Vegas, because we would get the monsoon season.
Oh yeah.
If you've got 120 degree down at the floor of Las Vegas, oh man, we used to get wicked lightning storms and those electrical discharges.
It's really it's cool
to
seeing
the point where you would see my hair stand up, my dad's hair would stand up, my animals' hairs would stand up. It was crazy.
From like the magnetic field or whatever.
Yeah.
Really? So what I was going to say, I did remember this, and this is interesting because it almost goes to show what happens in a COVID or in a post-COVID world. A couple of the videos, and there were at least two of them that I almost put on here just for kicks and giggles. People don't know what event spotlights are. Like there hasn't been a club opening or some kind of big like Hollywood event happen in so long that they've seen, like, you know how when a club's opening and you'll see the spotlights.
They're all the time in Vegas.
Okay, well, then these people that recorded these videos of the event spotlights didn't know what they were, and these.
And that's that. Okay, well, so for more Hook, Line, and Thinker, you'll just want to tune in. We try and get those out somewhat regularly. You can find a lot of it online in different sites. You can go to our main website, which is darfox07, darfox07.wixsite.com/neoretrofm. That's darfox07.wixsite.com/neoretrofm. All right, well, the moment we've all been waiting for is here. I'm very excited to be able to share my time with her with you guys. And so without further ado, let me introduce to you Saffron from Republica.
Love where you live.
Last not Saffron.
I know you've heard that before. We're talking coast to coast, north, south, east to west. Do you love where you live? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about where we came from, where we're going, why that is. And if you don't like it, debate it. Call in, talk to me. We'll have you on the air. Give me your thoughts. But don't call me with just your opinions. You got to call with data, because without data, you're another schmuck with an opinion.
And that was Drop Dead Gorgeous by Republic.
Hi, this is DJ D Phoenix coming to you from Olympia, Washington. I want to say thank you very much for tuning into the Hook, Line, and Thinker podcast. It's been a fun 5 years. I want to say thanks to Dub Effects and his manager, Cade Anderson, for being the reason that this got started back in 2020. 5 years, not bad. It's been a fun run, and I do want to take a minute to thank everybody that's been involved. A lot of time and energy went into this, and I want to say a big thank you to Danny Boy, Sergeant First Class Diggler, Sponge or Chocolate Thunder, either one, Oz, Doug Next Door, Tammy 2.0, DJ Triple T, Gretchy, DJ Dizzy Scribbles, Artsy Marcy, The Real Charles Pierce, Trunk Monkey, Mama Hart, King James, MC Heel, Amanda Jane, DJ Ducky, Gypsy, Law Dog, KJ, DJ Party, DJ Fury, Ernest the Lion, Mr. X, rest in peace, DJ Hive Switch, and DJ Dinosaur. Also, thank you to Celeste and Gabriel and Flora. Well, guys, this is the end. It's been, like I said, a great run, and we are looking forward to seeing what the future holds. All I can say is keep your ears open, your eyes open. There's a lot more out there than what meets the eye and what meets the ear. Thank you again for tuning in and for your support and involvement and participation. On behalf of everyone here at the Groove Zone Network Collective, Groove Zone Oliwa Collective, I'm DJ D Phoenix, and for the last time here on Hook, Line, and Thinker podcast, I'm over and out. We'll see you soon.
I'm going to do a terrific show today, and I'm going to help people because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
An armored giant, wreaking his prehistoric fury on modern man and his puny machines.
Who knows what waits for us in nature's no man's land?
Supersonic jets cannot catch him. Rockets cannot stop him. Nothing can stop him.
It's a piece of skin, like leather.
From all corners of the earth they gather to study the mystifying frozen fossil, a reptilian tail that grows into a giant of terror.
Can't rule out invasion from space. All right, all orders top secret.
And remember, my friend, future events such as these will affect you in the future.
After these messages, we'll be right back.